All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Tried setting everything up through my other editing software, and just I'm pretty new with it. I was trying to do it on the fly. I was hoping it would work, but regardless, we are here. We are back live. They currently have the men's open doing their individual routines on stage as we speak at the 2023 Mr. Olympia. Michael Krizo is out there right now. We just saw Andrew Jack. I think Andrew still has some improvements to make when it comes to conditioning. I think he was better in Texas. Michael Krizo, on the other hand, though, man, this is definitely the best version of Michael Krizo that we've ever seen, hands down. The back is much, much improved. And I was saying this leading up to the Olympia, too. You're definitely seeing a big improvement in the back shots for Michael Krizo. Let me know if you guys can hear me, too. I just want to make sure. Should be able to. Actually, that should be better. You guys hear me? You guys should be able to hear me okay. You guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comments there. Yeah, perfect. Thanks, bud. The Flint. What's going on, dude? All right, Michael Krizo is now exiting the stage. So they're doing the top 10 individual routines, you guys. Samson's coming out. Here we go. We've got Samson Dauda, you guys. Now, what are we going to see from Samson at the finals? A lot of people were saying that his conditioning was not as good as what we saw from Hadi, or really not as good as what he was being hyped up to be by Milos. But I don't know. His conditioning was pretty good, and I mean, it's what are we told that he's got like 70 pounds on Derek? I think it might be. I mean, you guys, that's an insane amount of weight. You know, not that the scale means everything. Some people say the scale means nothing. It all comes down to how you look on stage. Yeah, so Samson is really doing he's really doing well. He really hammers home his posing, right? He's a very fluid poser. He's taking time here at the finals. This is his second time at the Olympia, so he knows this stage, especially being top six in his first Olympia. He knows that he's battling out for the title here. Now, is Samson improved since the prejudging? I'm not sure. It's a different lighting that they have since he was on at the prejudging as well. So it's a better backdrop, I think. I would say he's at least as good. May, maybe. Man, it's really hard to say. He really is such a fluid poser, though. Because let me know how the audio quality is too. Hopefully, it's all right here. Yeah, Samson's routine here. It's a lot slower than I thought it would be, actually. So far, anyway. Samson typically is someone that poses with purpose, but he's usually a little like, yeah, okay. He's getting into some faster movements here now. Yeah, a little bit faster. Okay, okay. Yeah, man. He's big. Like that's one thing they did deliver on is the size. Man, he's big. Tired, bud. Yeah, I know. I got my boy here with me too, you guys. It's past his bedtime for sure. Man, Samson is massive, you guys. Absolutely massive. Let me put up a poll here. There's my boy. next competitor. Tonio Burton is up next. Now there was a back shot floating around online with Tonio and Samson, and let me tell you, Tonio compared very very well to Samson. I think he had more detail in the back than Samson did, to be honest, which is pretty unbelievable when you think about it. Yeah, I've not. Me and Tonio have gone back and forth online a few times now. The guy just is incredible. His overall shape, flow, aesthetics, like you just don't see it out of anybody else in the men's open. He's got it. They talk about Samson having a men's physique waistline, which I don't think Samson showed up with a men's physique waistline, to be honest. Tonio, on the other hand, I think Tonio did 100%. 100%. Yeah, Tonio really brought it here, man. Thanks, Bell. Um, yeah, Tonio's really good. His posing is really good too. I don't think that he's necessarily being as outsized in this lineup as what people were expecting, because a lot of people were expecting him to be, completely outsized. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. I think Tonio looks great, man. And he does. Conditioning, just spot on. Absolutely spot on. All right, they're bringing out Regan Grimes, you guys. Regan's coming up. Yeah, Regan's coming up now. All right, let's see it. Showed up looking probably at his best that we've ever seen in the prejudging. Let's see. Yeah, Regan's bringing it, man. He looks good. Still needs more conditioning, but he does look good. It's always hard to tell on the live stream too. I think that's pretty well understood at this point, but yeah, the guy does look good. A couple of zoomed in shots. Yeah, you can see the conditioning through the chest, and that's one thing that he was lacking. I don't know if everybody's aware, but Regan actually had a food allergy test done, and it turns out that he was eating a lot of different foods that he was, allergic to, which may have been causing that inflammation in the body. But yeah, he looks good. Yeah, he does. He looks good, man. All right. Yeah, good posing. Regan's always been really good with his posing, I feel. His presentation has never been the issue, I don't feel. It's just been his conditioning. Size, yes, he did need more size. There's no question there. But now that he's gained that size, it's all about the conditioning. I think he found out about this food allergy a bit too late. Too close to the Olympia, I should say. But yeah, he has a good showing here at the Olympia for sure. All right, we got Derek coming out now, you guys. Derek Lunsford. Now, is Derek improved since the prejudging? That is the question. Let's see it. Yeah, let's see it. Oh man, this guy he's gonna be exciting, man. Turn that down, bud. Oh man, I think Derek's improved. Yeah, I think he's improved. Well, we'll check from the back. We shouldn't say yet, but the quad separation looked improved for sure. He's still got that separation through the side leg. That was a really big advantage for him. Watch that midsection though, Derek. You got to keep that midsection in. He's really got to keep that midsection in. Yeah, no, he's good, man. Yeah, that back is just phenomenal. Yeah, he looks awesome. Yeah, really, really good. All right, here comes the back double. Here it comes. Yeah, conditioning in the lower body is in, big time in. Man, yeah, he hit it. He nailed it. Oh yeah, that back double, man, that is something else. Yeah, Derek definitely brought his best here. Yeah, he brought his best, no question. Good for him. I did put up a poll. I don't know why it didn't go up. I'm gonna put up a poll here. And we still got classic coming up too, you guys, and we got men's physique. Yeah, Derek, he knows he hit it too. He knows, man. He's excited. He's excited. Typically, Derek's pretty, reserved in his celebrations, but I think he knows he hit it. Charles Griffin coming up next. Yeah, Charles won the Legion Sports Fest earlier this year. It was the last qualifier of the year, and he made top 10. So that was the goal for Charles, was top 10, and it looks like he made it. So good for him, man. He trained so hard to do this year. He had a lot of setbacks when it came to this pec tear, and he just kept training through it. I mean, trained legs 3 times a week, and it showed in the updates too. Man, did it ever show! And he really learned how to pose around that pec tear, which is pretty impressive because he said that it wasn't overly severe at first when it happened, but I mean, it's definitely noticeable. The front lat when he was at the Legion, I mean, it was clear as day. It was clear as day. Hard, grainy conditioning, man, he's got it. Like he really did hit it hard. He's doing really, really well. Good for him. He's becoming one of my favorite competitors. Man, good for him. Good for him. I still think he needs more overall size though. That pec tear, I hate to say it, but it is going to hold him back in the future. I think. He said it. He said when it first happened that it wasn't something that could be fixed. I, I really think maybe he should get a look at again because it's it is noticeable. It is. Brandon Curry up next. Now, of course, we didn't expect Brandon to be competing at all after we heard that he was in the hospital and apparently for ulcers that he didn't know he had. It's incredible that he's even here. And not only is he here, but he is in competition shape. He did show up in shape. Good for him, man. 2019 Mr. Olympia champion. I think this is the best that we've seen from Brandon since the 2019 Olympia. I mean, you know what? Maybe he had in the hospital stay. I shouldn't say that. That's terrible to say. That's terrible. No, no. Brandon showed up and he showed up in shape here. What he did leading up to the Olympia, I mean, it worked. It worked. Good for him, man. Let me know if you guys are watching the live stream at home as well. Dan Smith, Derek definitely improved his condition since last year. Controversial opinion, but I also think Andrew Jack is better than Samson. Now that is controversial, dude. That's really controversial. But you're not the only one to say it. I've seen it from other people before. The diehard Andrew Jack fans, I mean, they've got Andrew above everybody. And I get it when it comes to his shape and his structure. Andrew does have it when it comes to that. It's superior. I tell you what I really think though. I feel like the wow factor from when we first saw Andrew is kind of starting to wear off. And the point really has to come where you start fulfilling that potential that everybody sees in you. He hasn't done that yet. Steady improvements, absolutely. Still has room to grow, no question. But he's not there yet. He is going to be moving up this year, though. So, like I said, this is a pretty good showing for him. I've seen some people say that he looked better at the Texas Pro. I'll have to look at the comparisons. Actually, Superset Man, he did a comparison, and I'm not really sure. I got to look at it again to be completely honest. Yeah, I got to look at it again. But Brandon's conditioning is, I mean, through the upper body, he's good, man. I don't think he's as full as he was at the prejudging. Like through the arms, he doesn't look as big as he was. Maybe a little bit flat through the triceps, I think, where he's typically, really round through the arms. But I mean, for everything that he's gone through, I think he looks good. He showed up in competition shape. He'll be pushing for a top 5 spot. Yeah, for sure. For sure he will. For sure. I don't think this will be the year he retires either. A lot of people say this is going to be the last year for Brandon, but I don't think so. Okay, coming up next, we got Hunter Labrada. Now, Hunter did 2 shows this year with the intention of perfecting his peak. He trained a lot different than previous years. He changed his diet, where he was doing basically an all liquid diet, blending up chicken and all kinds of nonsense like that. And it was, man, like there's no need for that. You're not going to fix your digestion by finding ways around the problem. You have to address the problem directly. And to whatever degree, he obviously did, because we have seen the best Hunter Labrada that we've seen on a stage this year. Is he as good as he was in Tampa and Texas here? That I'm not 100% sure of. I think his conditioning in Texas was. I mean, well, not sorry, not Texas, but in Tampa, he may have been a bit sharper in Tampa. He may have been. I'm not seeing the deep separation in the lower body that we saw from some of the other guys too that we've seen in this lineup. But he's in good shape here. He's got the separation happening in the quads for sure. I just don't know where Hunter can go from here. Where are the improvements at this point that Hunter can really make? That's one of the questions that I ask about Hunter. Can he get bigger? I don't know. He can improve his conditioning for sure, but I'm just not sure. Tampa was definitely the best Hunter, even though I'm personally not a fan of his structure. I agree. I'm not sure. That's just it. Where does he go? You know, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for Hunter. Now, coming out is Hadi Choopan, our reigning defending champion. Hadi looked good at prejudging. I think that we've still seen him better. He has never replicated his 2019 Vancouver Pro look. And you guys that have seen that look, you know what I'm talking about. That was the best Hadi Choopan we've ever seen, and he has never done that since. That was Mr. Olympia for 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 10 years, honestly, at that show. Now, how's he looking here? I mean, if they get rid of the fucking smoke on stage, I think it'd be a lot better. Like, who's in charge of this stage setup? Bob said it earlier. Why they have smoke going? Okay, let's try to look past it here. Conditioning is good. He's as good as he was at prejudging for sure, and he is better than last year. I will say that he's better than last year. So they do look for the champs to make improvements, and he has. He has. The question is, are they as substantial of improvements as Samson and as Derek? Because that's your top 3 right there. That I'm not sure of. He does look like he's getting a little bit better as he poses, though. He really, really is a fantastic bodybuilder, and he's a disrespected champion. You know, not necessarily disrespected, but he is counted out as the Mr. Olympia. But that's what they say in this sport. You know, you win one Olympia, okay, yeah, you're Mr. Olympia. But you really want to solidify yourself as a legitimate champion of the sport, you know, in such a fashion. Two. Comes down to two. It absolutely does. But he looked good here. You know, the conditioning is definitely in. We'll have to see the comparisons again. Hey, what's going on, Calvin VFB? I'm not sure when Classic starts. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm just waiting to find out what exactly we're going to be up against here for the rest of the night. Thanks you guys for joining me here in the live stream. It's great to have you guys along for the ride. So we just went through all of the individual routines for the top 10 in the men's open water. I would say that you're still looking at Derek, Samson, and Hadi. I think Krizo especially stood out for me though. Krizo, I think, was as good, if not a little bit better than he was at the prejudging. And Krizo is pushing for a top 10 spot here. I really would like to see Krizo, and you know, yeah, I would like to see him get ahead of Hunter. Honestly, I really, really would. I think that Krizo has all the tools to do it, and it may come down to the fact that you know, I don't want to play the politics card, you guys. I hate playing the politics card, to be honest with you. But it's a potential. It is. It's an unfortunate thing, but you know the potential is there. And like I said, I hate to say it. It's been a long couple of days. You guys, this is well needed too. Shout out to Tim Hortons. Not sponsored. I'd take the money though. Imagine that, a Tim Hortons sponsorship. That'd be nuts. Okay, so they've gone through the so far. They've gone through the confirmation round for the bikini. They have awarded the men's wheelchair Olympia gold medal. And now we have gone through some of the comparisons of the top, well, all of the callouts for the men's open lineup. And we have seen the individual routines of the top 10. So now we will see what will be next. It's either going to be men's physique or it's going to be classic physique. And the men's physique battle was actually really good from some of the stuff that I saw online too. You know, that was a battle. Jeremy Buendia, unfortunately, was. I mean, he looked good. Don't get me wrong, but the question going into the show was going to be if Jeremy's physique really stacks up to this, you know, new era of men's physique. These guys are bigger. They're wider through the chest. They're fuller through the chest. They're wider through the back. Jeremy's got the legs. He definitely had the legs in this competition, which is going to be a thing in men's physique now. But anyway, I don't know how many people in my audience even care about men's physique, but it is getting to be an interesting division. It is getting to be okay. So we got the men's physique guys coming out here now. Okay, okay. So from what I was told, this was a battle between Brandon Hendrickson and who else? Who else? I'm not sure. I don't follow a ton of men's physique, you guys, but Brandon Hendrickson, yeah, everybody was kind of expecting him to make a good comeback this year, and he has. He absolutely has. It's been a couple of years, I believe, since he's had that title, and yeah, really, really interesting to see him, you know, really battling it out for the title again. Okay, so they're doing the first call out there for the men's physique guys now. Let me know how the audio quality is here too, you guys. Hopefully it's all right. Crizzle lost leg volume. Yeah, I mean, Crizzle's had to work on his legs, you know, the past bit here. A lot of people were saying that Crizzle wasn't going to have the legs going into this competition. I think he did, but yeah, he could probably fill out a bit more. Audio's decent. Decent is decent. Okay. This will probably help. Okay. So, like I said, these men's physique guys, man, I'm not extremely familiar with a lot of these competitors. I watch a bit of Hart McGrath on YouTube, so I know some of the top guys, but I'm not going to know everybody in this lineup. That's for sure. This has been an evolving division though, and it's definitely come a long way. I remember when men's physique first came out. Honestly, anybody that was around, you guys know it was a bit of a joke. It was a bit of a joke. But Jeremy Buendia was the one that really changed the game, and it's really evolved since then. It's gained a lot more respect amongst the bodybuilding divisions for sure, and rightfully so. These guys are big. Brandon Hendrickson has said it before that these guys are like mini bodybuilders, and they kind of are. You know, it's just weird that there's no posing in particular, though. There's not really posing in men's physique. There's not really poses that you hit. There's front shots. There's you turn around in the back, and really that's it. It's kind of weird. It's a good division, though. Don't get me wrong. I just don't follow it a ton. So you got Brandon Hendrickson that's in the middle here now. Aaron Banks, he's a multiple time champion. He's actually he was just defeated by Chiron Holden at the Legion Sports Fest, and he's actually on the outside of this call out. Now it's really interesting that Chiron Holden defeated. Um, hey, buddy, my boy's here with me too. It's way past his bedtime. His mom's going to be home soon. It's really interesting that Chiron Holden actually defeated Aaron Banks so close to the Olympia. Usually that really garners a lot of momentum that's lost, and I think that is what happened to Aaron Banks here. Park Jae Hun, awesome. Does Lin Man love bodybuilding? Yeah, he loves video games more than bodybuilding, but he's into it. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see I got some videos of him like kind of training with me. Like I'll do push-ups and he'll sit on my back, and I think no, I'm not going to say the number. You guys can go check it out. But it was like 22 or 25. I've done more, but yeah, he's into it, man. That's one of the things about having a gym in the house is stop making noise with that, but he's 6. But we actually have a gaming channel that we're going to be getting started here soon too. I'll give you guys some details on that once we really get it up and running. It's going to be called Our Host Rules Gaming. But yeah, anyway, we've got the men's physique guys that have exited the stage now. I don't know if there's top 5. They're going to do top 5. Oh, okay. Xavier's on a lunch break right now. Yeah, right on. Man, that guy killed it on the live stream this year. Absolutely killed it. He was topping mixed strength and power for views, man. Xavier, he's a great guy. I actually did I did an episode of the bodybuilding breakdown with him. You guys can go search that on my channel. It was only a few weeks ago. Really interesting conversation that I had with Xavier. He's a great dude, man. Like when I first got started on YouTube, going back and forth, he gave me some advice. Now we kind of bat things off of each other, actually. And it's awesome that we can do that. Same thing with Mark's Max Muscle, Josh Sanch over there at Bodybuilding News Network. I talked to Krishan, Superset Man. This really is a community here on YouTube that we've established. Everybody's really cool, John Livia over at Serious and Silliness Bodybuilding, good dude too. Yeah, no, it's a community here, man. And I'm just I'm glad to be here. I've got my first year of YouTube under my belt now, and I'm going to be ramping up. Yeah, the community really is fantastic. All you guys in my comment section too, you guys are killing it in the comment section of my videos. I love it, man. I really do. I should be taking a lunch break too. I've only eaten like 3 times in the past couple of days, to be honest. I've been trying to just get this content out as best I can, just keep everything rolling, and try not to hit too many technical difficulties. All right, so they've got Jeremy Buendia coming out now, you guys. 4 titles this guy holds, but it's been 5 years since Jeremy was on the stage. 2018 was the last time we saw Jeremy on the stage. I don't think he won in 2018 either. I can't remember what his placing was, but yeah, I was saying that about Jeremy earlier, Randy. Um, yeah, Jeremy really does have the best legs, man, and I think he should be rewarded for it. Honestly, he does have the best, and man, he's still got a deaf face. He's standing on stage right now, dude. Jeremy, you should have filled out some more, brother. Holy shit. I appreciate it. Earless Wagshire, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming down. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Jeremy does have the legs, dude. I could see Jeremy doing classic someday. And actually, he's kind of hinted at doing other divisions. It you never know what he's going to do. I mean, he's a four-time champion of the division. You never know. Look, he actually did the board shorts above the knee. That's one of the new requirements for men's physique after I think it's after this year. You got to have the shorts like 2 inches above the knee, so the leg is exposed, and you got to be able to fill out the shorts, which is proper. Even with the weight cap, I mean, yeah, train your legs, bro. And a lot of the men's physique guys do. Don't get me wrong. I think that the old nuance of men's physique guys don't train their legs. I think that's kind of over. It is a good division. So next coming out is Brandon Hendrickson, and he's actually, I believe, he's the most winningest men's physique athlete of all time. Two-time Olympia champion. Yeah. Now, if he ends up winning tonight, I don't know if anybody else in any other division aside from in the Open with Jay Cutler back in what was it 2009, where Jay was the only competitor to have lost the title and won it back. Now, I guess Brandon's not coming out. Maybe seems to be a little confusion. Okay, so they brought out Vitor Chavez instead of Brandon, I guess. He was 13th last year, apparently, in this lineup, and yeah, he's that. You got to be careful, dude. You can't be you cannot pose. He almost did like a bicep pose, like a back shot with one arm raised. You can't do that in men's physique, dude. There's no posing. That's the thing, right? It's standing from the front, standing from the back, and that's it. I think that's why I'm not really as into the division. I don't know. I don't know. Respect though, respect. Okay, now Brandon's coming out. All right, now Brandon's coming out. There you go. All right, let's see it. And he's battling for the title, man. He is. He's battling for the title. The bread and cheese man, what's going on, brother? I'm doing great, dude. I'm hungry and yeah, no, I'm holding up pretty good actually. Coffee's helping. I've been trying to bring you guys the content all weekend, and they actually said last year that they were going to fix some of the things when it comes to how late the divisions were on and stuff like that. I made an Instagram story about it earlier. Why the men's open are not on earlier is well beyond me. Okay, but well, it's beyond me why they don't have the men's open on earlier. But it is what it is for this year. Hopefully they'll take some feedback next year and do something about it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Brandon Hendrickson, he's battling for the title. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you being here, brother. I really do. Bread and cheese man. He's an OG on EP09. All right. So next up we have this is Chiron Holden, I believe. Yeah, this is Chiron Holden. So Chiron was actually planning on competing in is planning on competing in or he was going to do classic when it came to the Legion, but he made a last minute switch and went to men's physique and defeated the current Mr. Olympia, um, uh, Aaron Banks. Pretty incredible. Yeah, I should be eating on the live stream. I ate just before the live stream. And I'll eat tonight before I go to bed and get up and train tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be fine. Appreciate it though, brother. Yeah, I hope Chiron does classic too, and I think he will. He's outgrown. Unless he wins tonight, he'll stay in classic if he wins. Or sorry, he'll stay in men's physique if he wins tonight. And I mean, who wouldn't? Nah, dude, it's 10 to 10 here right now. I'm in Atlantic Canada. I live in Eastern Canada on the North Atlantic Ocean, Nova Scotia. Yeah, this guy's good too. Wide back. Peter says it's a close match, but I think Hadi beats Derek and Samson because their gut sticks out a lot, and Hadi can control the midsection. Yeah, Derek did have some trouble controlling the midsection when he was doing his individual routine. I noticed, and that's a first that I can say for Derek that I've noticed anyway. I've never noticed that from him before. Diogo Montenegro. Now that's a name that I am a little bit familiar with. Canada, buddy, Canada, Eastern Canada at that. Yeah, Derek did hold up in the front. He mastered that vacuum. Like especially for his frame, he's great with that vacuum, man. Oh, from Sweden. Awesome, man. That's wicked. Yeah, you know all about the winters. It's starting to get cold here now. Andrew should be top three. I think that Andrew's structure should award him top three, but I'm gonna have to see the comparisons again. Oh, you're over in Vancouver, dude. I actually, when I was getting certified to be a commercial diver, I lived on. Oh, I'm sorry, Switzerland. My mistake. Fuck, I pissed you off. Sorry, man. My mistake. Um, I get mistaken for Newfoundlanders all the time, so I feel you. I do. Yeah, when I was in school, I went to dive school on Vancouver Island. So that's where I got certified as a commercial diver, and then came home and took over my father's company. Yeah, Cable River. Yeah, yeah, that's where I was at. Yeah, great spot. I skipped the entire winter by going to dive school out there. It was awesome. Corey Morris. Yeah, now that's a guy I'm familiar with from watching some Hurt McGrath. Good dude. Jeremy Potvin. Now this Jeremy Potvin is someone that has been kind of on a roller coaster from what I've seen in the past few years. The guy's got probably the best chest in all of men's physique. He has traditionally anyway. I don't think he's wide enough across the shoulders though, from what I do know about men's physique. And I feel like his abs could be dialed in, a little bit better than what we've seen from these other guys. He is really wide from the back though, and that is definitely a really really good attribute of his for men's physique. I think we've seen him better. I think that we've seen him better. That this is someone I'm a little bit familiar with. His conditioning is there, but I just feel like he's maybe a little bit flat. I'm not really sure. His shape is really good. I agree. Ryan Terry. Now Ryan Terry, when I watched the last video on Hart's channel, yeah, Ryan Terry is somebody that was really really anticipated to do well here. So I feel like Ryan doesn't have as pronounced of a V taper as what we've seen from some of the other guys. He's got good legs. He does have good legs. Now, so, oh, he is ripped though, man. He is shredded, bro. Man, the detail in the back. Okay, yeah, he is absolutely shredded, dude. Absolutely shredded. Hey, watch it though, dude. You can't be doing poses. He almost did like a back double. You're not allowed to do that. You'll get marked down for that. You got Ryan winning. I like it, man. He is the most conditioned guy that I've seen so far. But does that really matter as much in men's physique? That's one of the questions, actually. I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure. All right, now they're bringing out Aaron Banks, and like I said, Aaron lost some steam after he lost to Chiron Holden at the Legion Sports Fest. He put his title on the line, and he got beat like 3 weeks out from the Olympia. Cocky, that's what it comes down to. Cocky, man. Now he is good. There's no question, but being a taller competitor, especially, and now with the new rules around what you need to do when it comes to the legs, he's got some work to do when it comes to the legs, man. Yeah, I think you're right about Ryan, and he's the proper height. The conditioning from Ryan was ridiculous too. But Aaron is he's been set as the standard from the back. I feel in men's physique. Let's see it. Let's see it. He's got good conditioning from the back too. He does. He's really wide across the back. Good. Now, okay, what like I was saying about posing in men's physique, he actually does do a pretty good job doing some variations with the limited amount of posing that they can do in men's physique. He kind of switches it up, different angles and stuff. That's why he's the champ. That's probably part of why he's the champion. All right, well, I could not call this for the life of me. I could not call this for the life of me, you guys. Okay, they're gonna bring up the top 10. Dad, so, gonna go upstairs. Not yet, dude. I'm very sleepy. You're very sleepy. I know, dude. I know. I'm always sleepy. I really need to go to the wood. All right, dude. Next time there's a break, I'll take you. Okay. Aaron has the wow factor. He absolutely has the wow factor. He's not as big in the arms though, and I feel like that's for me. Maybe it's the bodybuilding fan in me. Like I just feel like the arms, should be a little bit more proportional. It seems like his arms don't match his shoulders. But again, that could be a men's physique thing altogether. If Ryan Terry takes the win, I think that's going to establish a new standard in men's physique, and I don't think it's a bad standard. Yeah, he is kind of all torso and really really long legs too. He's got to fill out those legs, dude. Like guy's got to he's got to gain a set of calves. Oh, Diogo Montenegro, 5th place. Yeah. Okay. 5th place for Diogo Montenegro. Good for him. Okay, next up. Especially since they mentioned they're judging the whole package now in men's physique. Yeah, Ryan is really balanced that way, man. The legs are good. But so's Jeremy. Yeah, so's Jeremy. I really think he is. Boy, dude. I'm gonna have to take this boy upstairs. I'll take my whole kit with me. I'm not coming off this live stream, you guys. No way. Not coming off this live stream. I'll take the whole kit up with me. Let's get through the finals here, and then I'll move everything to my next location. Well, I'm working on building this studio here now, and it's really really coming together well. But number one dad, I guess the number one dad wouldn't be doing this. I don't know. Aaron Banks takes third. Aaron Banks takes 3rd place, you guys. This is a changing of the guard, isn't it? Wow. Third place for Aaron Banks. This guy was the standard for a very, very long time. Wow. What do you think, dude? He's a big dude, huh? Yeah, he is. Family first, you guys. So looks like it's going to be between, I would say, Brandon and Chiron. Yeah.
I really want to go upstairs.
Okay, just 2 minutes, dude. Okay, just 2 minutes. All right. Let's see who's going to take the. Who's going to take it? Who do you guys think? Who's taking it? Oh, Ryan, Terry, and Brandon. Okay. Here's your top two. I think it. Man, my gut's telling me Brandon. This would be massive if Brandon takes it. It's gonna be a big change either way. All right, let's see. Who's gonna win it? Who's taking it? Ryan Terry takes home the men's physique championship. Wow. That's incredible. Okay, we're going up, okay? Wow. Ryan Terry is the new men's physique champion. Unreal, you guys. That's absolutely unreal. That is a new standard. That is a new standard set for men's physique. Now Chiron Holden is going to go up to classic. You'll see now for sure. All right, we're moving locations. Not the ideal situation, but we're doing it. Good for him, man. Good for him. It's only a few wires to get here. Yeah.
I've been down here for so long.
Oh, I know, pal. That's why we're going up and you're going to bed. All right, bear with me for a second, you guys. I'll be right up. I'm just going to move everything up. I'm not coming off this stream, though. No way. We're riding this until the Olympia is over.
My tablet is almost at 100.
Perfect, dude.
No, Dad. It's not at 100%.
Oh, okay.
I want it to be.
Okay, bring that charger up with you, pal. Come on. Tell me this isn't dedication to bodybuilding. Come on, bud. Come on, Ash. All right, almost set up. Dedication / disorganization, but I'll take it. Okay, almost done. Ash, I'm still on my live stream, okay, pal? No, it's okay. I got you. It's okay. Please don't. I'm going to set you up on the couch, okay? You want something to drink? It's okay. Ash, it's okay. Come on, let's go All right, let's get set up here. Moving along. I've seen worse setups. Yeah, we haven't seen the the Open yet, you guys. We did see the top 10. We did see the top 10 individual routines, and we saw some of the comparisons. So I can tell you guys that the top 6 actually consisted of, it was Brandon Curry, Hadi Choopan, Derek Lunsford was there. You had Derek, Hadi, Samson, Hunter, Brandon, and Andrew. That was your top 6. It was a good top 6. Yeah, you'll definitely hear when it happens. That's for sure. 6th, I got Crizzo in 6th. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I think Crizzo's gonna take 6th. Okay, who do we got now? Who's up? Who's up? Are they bringing out Classic? They're bringing out the Classic Physique, you guys. Top 10 in Classic is coming out now. All right, here we go. Man, I'm so glad that Wesley got the chance to stand with some of the top guys. I think that Wesley should have got the chance to stand next to a couple more top guys, though. Okay. Let's see. Michael DeBull, you've got Wesley Vissers coming out, Mike Sommerfeld. Yeah, Michael was a really, really good physique in this lineup. I got to say, he was. Jae Hung Park. All right. Who they got? You got Michael DeBull in the center. They got Ruff Diesel here, too. Wesley's being moved next to Michael DeBull. I figured it would be a battle between these two guys for 6th place. Mike's structure is nuts, man. Mike just lacks the conditioning. That's the only thing that he's missing. It's the only thing that he's missing, man. Yeah, his structure really is nuts. And the division is growing, that's for sure. Yeah, Wesley is just what you want to talk about structure, man. Wesley Vissers has structure, like fantastic structure. Back double. Yeah, Michael DeBull is very, very well conditioned, though. There's no question. He really is. I think Wesley's actually, I would say he's as good as he was at prejudging. He might have been a little bit sharper at prejudging, actually, through the legs, I think. Mike Sommerfeld, I think he dried out a bit since prejudging, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. All right, who's up next? All right, here we go. Here we go. This is your top call out, you guys. This is your top call out. You got Chris, Ramon, Brion, and you got Urs. Now, this is what I wanted to see was I want to see Brion compared more to some of these top guys because I think he's very well suited for a third place finish here. Let's see the conditioning from the back. Yeah, Brion is really on, man. Like I'm more impressed by Brion than I am really anyone in the men's physique lineup this year. Yeah, I think he's definitely a solid third place. All right, front double. Yeah, yeah. Seems like a really big response that Ramon Dino is getting from the crowd here. Ramon's improved. Wow. Now, Urs, I think we've seen better versions of Urs. I think we have. He's in good shape. He is. Like, it's not like the conditioning isn't there, but compared to everybody else, he still needs more width across the back and some more detail, I think. But Ramon is wow. Ramon is improved, man. He really is. Why didn't I go to Florida? I didn't go to Florida because, well, we're planning another family vacation is going to be one thing. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I didn't this year because, frankly, Nick Walker's out, you know, and a lot of guys dropped out, not just Nick, but yeah, and I do run my own company, and you know, it would be tough to get there right now, but yeah, I think next year might be my year. I think next year I want to build the channel a bit more too before I really get there to make a statement of my own at the Olympia. You know, make some connections, things like that. But if I well, when I go next, it'll be as a member of the media. All right. Well, we're going to be looking at the top 5 routines now, you guys. Will I post company stuff on YouTube, like diving stuff? I don't know if you guys want to see that. Commercial diving is interesting, but I don't know if you guys care. We do get into some pretty crazy stuff in diving. I will say that. All right, let's do another switch up here. While we're waiting during the commercial break. I feel like that's a little bit better. No need for that though. Actually, no, I liked it better the other way. I'm looking forward to Brion's individual routine, big time. Did you see the TikTok videos on mermaids, deep sea fishing? Nah, I haven't seen any of that to be honest. No, I pay less and less attention to diving things on social media because a lot of it is just bullshit. A fair bit of it is. Next year, there's so many exciting guys. Yeah, there really is. You know, Quint Beastwood is coming back. Yeah, Nick is going to be back with a vengeance. Carlos back. You're right, man. Next year might be the year. You know, it might be the year. I wish I would have went though because I am on the East Coast, and that's one thing. Going to Vegas is, I don't know. I'm more of a Florida guy than a Vegas guy, I guess, if I was to pick. But I mean, I don't care. I'll go wherever. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Quint Beastwood's improvements too, man. Yeah, I really am. Now, okay. Will you pursue finding Atlantis one day? I heard it might be near Indonesia or maybe in the middle of Africa. I can say quite confidently that no, I will not be pursuing finding Atlantis. No, unless someone wants to pay me to go do it, I'll do it then. But probably not. Probably not. Okay, Dave Batista is actually on stage doing an interview with Bob Ciccarillo right now. So I don't know if everybody knew about this, but Dave Batista is the official ambassador for the Mr. Olympia this year, which I kind of found strange. I I kind of found that strange. Dave Batista was known to have a really great physique, you know, for the things that he did, but The Olympia ambassador, I don't know. I'm not like they really couldn't have found somebody else to be the Olympia ambassador in particular. I'm not really sure, you guys. It's a little bit weird to me. It really is. Jay Cutler would be the best one. And I'm sure he is a big bodybuilding fan and all that fun shit, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think that he's I don't know. Yeah, sure, give it to Fuad. Make Fuad the ambassador. He would be better suited than Dave Batista. I just not that you don't have to be a bodybuilder. I don't feel. I'm not saying that necessarily, but would it make more sense? I mean, yeah, sure it would. you know, I don't know. I don't know. It is a little strange. I mean, Triple H used to do a lot with the bodybuilding scene back in like the mid 2000s. You guys would probably remember 2006 when I think it was 2006 when they had the challenge round in the Mr. Olympia. Triple H was actually he was a commentator, kind of a facilitator for that. It was just I don't know, man. Overall, it's just weird. I don't know. Dave, the Guardian of the Galaxy, will bring in more customers. Yeah, I'm not far from Mark actually. Mark's Max Muscle showed up. I'm not far from Mark at all. I will get up to see him. We'll definitely hit up a workout. All right, now they're bringing out the top 5 for the individual routines and classic. You guys, we've got Brion Ansley coming out first, and like I said, of all the competitors, I am the most impressed by Brion for sure. Yeah, there we go. Uh, I think they were waiting for the music to start for Brion. His music has not started. That does happen sometimes. He's waiting. He's kind of standing there waiting for his music. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Did I call him men's physique? Yeah, classic physique. Sorry. Nah, Brion wouldn't be good in men's physique. He's got a pretty dramatic routine. It looks like, though. I will say that this is pretty dramatic. Okay. He's a really good poser. His conditioning is just awesome. Do I use enhanced substances? No, I don't. I don't think that enhancements would serve very well in diving. I have spoken to my diving doctor about it, but yeah, atmospheric pressure plus performance enhancing drugs just I think there'd be too many adverse health effects. I mean, look, I'm a dad of 2 kids. I got a family and stuff, and it's just not worth it for me. I'm not going to be a pro. Like maybe TRT someday, but no. Man, Brion is really on. What do I play? What do I dive for? I dive for money, bro. I dive for money. I run a dive company where we have 4 people on the dive team. Um, and yeah, we do construction projects. We do underwater welding, burning. We do salvage. We have boats. We do it all, man. We do it all. For music, what do I play? Either punk or metal. My latest band is a punk band. I had a metal band before that. Yeah, classic physique. I think is being awarded now. They're just going through the individual routines for classic. We just had Brion Ansley out, and now we're going to look at Urs Kalecinski. Now, Urs is really well known for his posing as well. His mother was a ballerina, um, And Urs really gained, a sense of posing from having that background at a young age. He was looking really big on his updates leading up to the show. I don't think that it's translated over to the stage as substantially as we've seen from other competitors. Will I ever have time to hunt for extinct animals? You got to do some adventures with the little man. Little man's going to get plenty of adventures in. Don't worry, he'll get plenty of adventures in. Yeah. Last big adventure I did was chopping up a fishing boat that ended up going aground, and we had to cut it up and haul it out by pieces with a helicopter. That was a fun one. You can check out my Instagram for some of the pictures on that. But yeah, Urs's conditioning is great. Well, sorry, his posing is great. His conditioning is pretty good. I'm not blown away by it though. In some of the high quality pictures that I've seen, I think his conditioning was better. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not blown away by this version of Urs. This is a weird part of his routine. Okay, yeah, kind of. That's kind of weird. He kind of took his music stopped and he pretended to take a phone call in the middle of his posing routine, and he was doing kind of a robot thing. It's kind of a weird thing for him to do. That was less than dramatic. That was kind of weird. Yeah, that was kind of weird, if I'm being honest. I figured he would deliver on something and not just like shut down like a robot like kind of thing. It was weird. Okay. Yeah, he does have good lat insertions. All right, if I don't see any dinosaurs in my chat here in the next 2 seconds, I'll be very, very surprised. Very surprised. Let's see it. I think Ramon is better than he was at prejudging. I think he is. Ramon Roca Queiroz? I don't know. The conditioning is there. It's definitely there. Very well conditioned. Yeah, I don't know where the Brazil. Probably over on Xavier's channel, to be honest. Dinosaurs everywhere. Now let's see from the back. Yeah, he's good, man. If I hired a subscriber for my diving company, how much would I pay them? I don't know. Are you a diver? Depends. Or can you run a boat? Let's see. Ramon is on, man. Yeah, there's the dinosaurs. Yeah, I know. I think Ramon's going to be pushing Chris harder than he was at prejudging. I will say that. Do I think it's going to dethrone Chris Bumstead, though? I mean, no. I really don't. Now, next up is Ruff Diesel. All right, Ruff Diesel. All right, let's see it. His conditioning has been fantastic, man. I was really impressed by Ruff Diesel when I saw him in Dubai. Especially after what he went through last year. This weight cap was especially beneficial for him. He deserves it. He showed up in fantastic shape. I don't know how much more room he has in his weight cap, but presumably he's still got. I don't know. Well, I really shouldn't say. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he's posing to an NF song. My wife would be happy about that. Yeah, he really is balanced and complete. He is that good. He is. It's his stature that is unfortunately, it's not his stature so much as it is. I feel everybody else in the lineup is tall. That are the top guys, taller than him. If it was guys that were closer to his height that were in the lineup, I mean, he would dominate. He would dominate. Yeah, he does have great posing. The song surprises me, but it is good. It's really good posing. He always has really good posing, of course. I think Ramon's posing isn't good. I don't think it's as good as some of the other guys in the lineup, but I don't think his posing is bad. I think his posing is adequate. I mean, Chris Bumstead has great presentation, but is he an extremely creative poser in particular? I don't think that anyone would say that he necessarily is. Not compared to a guy like Terrence Ruffin, or Urs. Even though, like I said, I think Urs's second half of his routine was kind of weird. And yeah, Ramon's posing is improving, and it needed to be improved. It did. I think he knew that. Man, the detail on the back shots for Terrence is just, man, out of this world, dude. Out of this world. He's awesome. I wouldn't complain if he made top three. I really wouldn't. I kind of got Urs sitting somewhere around fifth, to be honest with you. And I don't know how many people that'll piss off, but I don't know, man. I'm not overly impressed by Urs this year. Not like I am here with like Terrence and Brion. I mean, these guys hit it, dude. Dog's got one of my shoes. Whatever. All right. Last guy coming up. There, come here. Here's Bumstead. You got Urs behind Terrence? Yeah, I do too. I really do too. For anyone just tuning in, we've got the final individual routines happening in Classic Physique right now. Chris Bumstead is just making his way out onto the stage. Now let's see it. Let's see it. Man, the guy really is the standard in Classic. He really is the standard, man. Like, he hit it. Oh, man. He's the structure, the condition, the presentation, like I said. He really is, man. You're looking at your five-time champion right here. I feel like just his reputation at this point just even pushes him to be that five-time champion because he really does dominate the division. The conditioning in the side leg is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. That bicep looks a lot better this year, too. A lot better. Man, he's nailing it. He's absolutely nailing it. He doesn't need to be an overly creative poser. He just needs to show his strengths, which is everything, and that's enough for him to be able to retain that title, man. He really is the best. You start looking at the other routines from guys like yeah, I mean, you start looking at the routines from guys like Ramon and Brion and Terrence Ruffin is like, yeah, these guys, they are good. They really are. But then Chris comes out and it's just like, it's just like game over, dude. Like game over, But it's still entertaining. That's the best part. That was one of the things about Phil Heath coming on the last few. Actually, yeah, it was getting on to like his 5th and 6th and 7th victories. People didn't want to see Phil Heath win anymore. He was more of a villain out there. He was kind of a dick, actually. But it's not like that with Chris. People do not want to see him lose. It's the exact opposite of what you saw with Phil Heath, actually. All right, we're going to see the top 5 here, you guys. Yeah, they're going to bring out the top 5. All right, who do you guys got? First place, I think we're all pretty much in agreement that that Chris is going to be taking it here. But who do you guys got in? Who do you guys got in second? Who do you guys got in third? Let's see it.
Dad.
Yeah.
When are you done with your
I'll be done. I'll be done soon, buddy. Okay.
When?
Pretty soon. I wouldn't mind if Brion took second either, honestly. All right, pose down. Here we go. Hmm. Yeah, Chris is even trying to go shot for shot with Ramon. Well, Phil Heath is going to be giving out one of the awards. Cool. Let's see. I would say you're going to have Chris. I do think they'll give second to Ramon. Man, I don't think that Urs is. I don't think he earned a third place spot here. I think that the improvements that we've seen from Brion, man, I got Brion in third. I got Terrence in fourth, and I got Urs in fifth. Urs doesn't have the size to match up with these guys either, man. The arms. It's always been the arms with Urs. He doesn't have it. He really needs to bring up the arms. Yeah, these guys are really good, man. I hope I'm right too. All right. Yeah, Chris, yeah, Chris knows he won too. All right, let's see it. Phil Heath handing out the awards. All right, we're going to see who takes fifth place. How did they find a suit to fit Phil Heath? It's a custom suit if I ever seen one. All right, come on, Bob. Let's get to it. Come on. All right, fifth place. Who's it going to be? Terrence Ruffin takes fifth place. Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't know where Jay Hun Park actually landed in this lineup. I'm not sure. Yeah, not surprised when it comes to Terrence. I guess I'm not surprised that the judges put him in fifth. Yeah, see, he looks small because he is small in stature. Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, you can't complain too much. Urs should be in fourth, though. I really hope that they at least do that. But yeah, let's see it. Yeah, biggest fake natty on the planet, Chef Rush. All right, fourth place. Brion in fourth. Brion Ansley takes fourth place, you guys. I'm not surprised that the judges did that either. I don't agree with it, but I'm not surprised. I'll have to see the HD photos, I guess, but from what I could see, man, I think Brion did enough to take third here. I don't know. All right, top three coming up. Yeah, it really should have been Urs. You're right. Urs winning. Yeah, imagine that. If Urs takes the title, I'm closing my computer and I'm done for the night. I like Urs. I think he's got a good physique and I think he's well suited for the division. But compared to these guys, you know, third place. Yeah. All right, top three. He's good. You know, he, he I have seen him better, and I was expecting him to be better. But again, like I said, from the HD photos I did see earlier, I think he looks better in person than he does on the live stream. Third place, Urs Kalecinski. All right, top two. All right, let's see it, you guys. Let's see it. Brian Shaw handing out the first place award or second. I'm not sure which, but yeah. All right. Brian is giving out second place. Okay. Let's see it. They're going to bring Ramon and Chris to the center. Ramon is really good. He really is, but I'll be surprised. I'll be very, very surprised here. Like it'll be the shock of the century, you guys. Can't see it. But now I'm looking at them and I'm starting to question everything. No, it's we know what's going to happen here. Come on, say it, Bob. Let's go. Yeah. Chris Bumstead is your five-time Classic Physique champion. Five-time champion. Dominated the lineup again this year. He dominated last year, and he's been dominating ever since he won the title, you guys. Very, very deserving champion. Absolutely ridiculous. Ramon did push him harder this year than any other year. He absolutely did. But yeah, this was Chris's show for sure, you know. Yes, sir. Another win for Canada. We'll take it. We'll take it. Good for him, man. Good for him. Yep. Now the question is Chris going to come back again next year and win another one? I wonder. I wonder if 5 titles is enough for him. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think he will end up coming back. I would keep going. Fuck, get 10. Why not? That'd be awesome, actually. Yeah, good for him. So that's your top 5, you guys. We've got Chris Bumstead. You've got Ramon Dino taking second. Urs Kalecinski took third. You've got Brion Ansley in fourth. And Ruff Diesel takes fifth. Yeah, we do need a win in Canada. You're right. All right, there you go, guys. And Bob, now the best part is Bob Ciccarillo did not pick Chris Bumstead to win the title. That's the best part. Well, the best part is him taking time, taking the fifth title home. But this is going to be good. I hope Chris takes a dig at him. 5-time champ. Bob put that up to get views on his channel anyway, and that's fine. You got to do what you got to do for the views, within reason. Yeah, Chris really fought hard through this prep, man. Yeah, Chris was saying that this year he really went through all of those emotions that you go through when it comes to prep. He didn't hold back on feeling all the feels, as it were. Good for him. It worked. You gotta do what works for you, and that's one of the things about from prep to prep. If you're going to be making improvements and you're going to be looking at getting better every time, sometimes that comes down to being better mentally, and emotionally. And Chris did that. Chris did that. So good for him. Yeah, it seems like every prep he says, "I don't know if I can do this," but then he ends up winning. So yeah, takes the win. Yeah. He set up his own private gym this year in order to really focus on bringing his best, and it worked. Hey, 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 hey! Thank you. 7.5 pound dog trying to fight the 75 pound one. Unbelievable. Who's winning the Open? I got Derek. I got Derek winning the Open. I really think that Derek Lunsford's going to take home the win in the Open. I really do. I think it's going to be Derek. I think Hadi's going to take second. I think Samson's in a solid third. A lot of people do have Hadi still winning the show. I personally don't. I think that it's going to be Derek. I don't want to, count out Hadi because he is a fantastic competitor. But I think Derek is going to edge him out just on the fact that Derek has made more improvements this year than Hadi has. So, because of that, that's what I think is going to happen. Hey, no. This place is a lot more chaotic tonight than I thought it would be. One night of the year. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Bob's just asking Chris the question of is he going to stay in Classic? Is he going to go Open? No questions. Oh, okay. Very good, Bob. Very good. Do I think Derek needs any more size? I think that we need to see the refinement first before Derek puts on any more size. He can sharpen up immensely, I feel. Just next year, he should concentrate on the conditioning factor, really dial that in. He's gained the size this year, I think, enough size. I mean, it might be enough to win this year. So, yeah, bring in that conditioning. And then, if you need to make further improvements, when you really, really nail that conditioning and you've got it all figured out, then Derek can start looking at maybe putting on a bit more size. But you're right about that midsection. He's got to keep that midsection in check. But yeah, look, we've got a new champion in Chris Bumstead. Good for him. Or, sorry, new champion. Boys, it's been a long couple days. Holy shit. 5-time champion Chris Bumstead. Yeah, and well deserved too. Derek needs more legs. Yeah, he needed more legs last year too. Yeah, he did. Maybe I'll just keep this stream rolling, you guys. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep it rolling. Yeah, Derek is going to end up in the same situation as Hadi, where his frame is going to end up maxed out. Yeah, Chris Bumstead did win. He took home the 5th championship of his career. Chris did win. Yep. Ramon Dino in second. We had Urs Kalecinski in third. We had Brion Ansley in fourth. And Terrence Ruffin took home 5th place. I don't know how long it's going to be until the Open awards here. They do have the People's Champion Award. Okay. I don't think Ramon has 10 or 20 more pounds that he can put on to his weight cap. But I don't know. We heard nothing from Ramon basically this whole prep. Don't know what he weighs. I have no idea. Yeah, well, it was Nick Walker is the people's champion, regardless of if he gets the award or not. But yeah, let's continue. Derek Lunsford is the people's champ. Okay. Wow, the people's champ, Derek Lunsford. Very good. Yeah, very good, you guys. That doesn't surprise me though. Not one bit. Yeah, look at this. Derek doesn't need any more size right now, man. He put on the size. In one season, he put it on. Good for him. Derek Lunsford is the people's champion of the 2023 Mr. Olympia. All right, they got Bikini coming on next, you guys. So they're going to do the finals for the Bikini. You think it means that he's not going to win it? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think you could be the people's champion. You could take home the win as well. We'll see. Well, now that we're getting into the Bikini, you guys, I think I am going to take a break. I might come back and live stream the finals. At the very least, I'll have a wrap up video for you guys on the finals for the men's open. But like I said, I will tell you guys right now that I've got Derek in first. I've got Hadi in second. You think it's only 10 or 15 minutes? Really? I don't know. Yeah, I've got Derek in first. I've got Hadi in second. I've got Samson sitting in third. Fourth place, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Well, fourth and fifth is kind of tough. I think they are going to give Brandon fourth. Fifth, I think, is going to go to Andrew Jack, and sixth, I think, will be I think it'll end up being Michael Krizo. They'll probably give it to Hunter, but I think Krizo is a little bit more deserving. Krizo made more improvements. Krizo's more improved. Yeah, that's true. Where do I think Nick would have placed in this lineup? Judging by the 1 week out pictures that we saw from Matt Jansen putting out, I think Nick would have won. I really do. I think Nick would have taken home the title. He was in ridiculous condition at a week out, and I don't think that. I think Nick would have gotten more credit for his shape this year more than ever. The midsection, I think, looked extremely, extremely dialed in for Nick. Now, that's not on stage, right? You can't go by gym pictures. Everybody's Mr. Olympia in the gym, you know? But I do think that Nick, just on conditioning alone, I think he would have beat everybody. Now, would that be enough to take home the win? He also would have had to come in improved. And I think he was. So, yeah, I think Nick would have had a very, very good shot at taking home that win. It's tough to say because, like coulda, woulda, shoulda. And next year we will see. You're absolutely right. We will. Yeah, we will see next year. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate Nick Walker a lot more after seeing this lineup. This Olympia was hyped up to be, potentially one of the best in quite some time. Definitely better than last year it was the hype. But we had a lot of guys drop out of this Olympia, a lot. 8 competitors. Well, 7 competitors. Brandon's still in. But that's and a lot of guys that would have really, been in that top 10. I don't know. Does that just mean that next year is going to be, a ridiculous Olympia? Potential. But I don't know. Is Brandon going to call it quits after this year? I really think after this scare being in the hospital, that Brandon may call it quits. I won't be the least bit surprised. No, I won't be the least bit surprised. But tough call. Very tough call. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know anything about bikini or wellness. Like I know next to nothing. Who did I miss the most aside from Nick? For me, it's Beirut as well. Just because Beirut was so deserving of being there, and this is the second year in a row that he was not able to compete. I mean, unbelievable. I was shattered for him, to be honest with you. He deserved to be there, and he would have been in that top 10. It's really too bad. No, Beirut was definitely one that I missed the most. Brett Wilkin, I was very interested in seeing as well. I think Brett was looking really good from his updates, but yeah, those two I would say for sure. Yeah, those two. Anybody that spends so much time, prepping for these contests and then can't get there for whatever reason, yeah, man, I feel bad. You'll see Beirut in Romania a week after the Olympia, though. You'll see Beirut there. I think Nathan Diasha is going to be there as well. Michael Krizo is going to be competing shortly after the Olympia at the EVLS Prague Pro. I don't know if you guys actually saw that or not. Krizo was going around with nothing but EVLS Prague Pro gear pretty much the whole weekend. It was actually kind of ridiculous, the fact that he's at the Olympia. But yeah, you'll see Beirut on stage again here within the next week, so that's good. That's good, and he'll qualify again. What he needs to do is what Hadi Choopan did: become an employee of whatever sponsor he may be able to do, and get into the States that way. That's a legitimate way that people are doing it right now. Ian are in 6th or 7th with Nick dropping out. I don't know. I do think that Ian would have beat, when you look at who's in the top 10 there. Charles, he would have beat him. Tonio, he would have beat him. Crizzo, it'd be a battle, but at the end of the day, yeah, he would beat him. Hunter, I don't know if Ian would beat Hunter. So 6th or 7th, yeah, maybe. Now, I actually didn't think that Hadi's conditioning was as good as what we've seen in the past. I mentioned it earlier in the stream. 2019 Vancouver Pro. If you haven't seen Hadi Choopan at the 2019 Vancouver Pro, you do yourself a favor and go look up that footage, because Hadi Choopan was absolutely inside out peeled, and I mean peeled, at that show. That was a Mr. Olympia level physique of epic proportions. Unbelievable. This year, Hadi isn't good. I mean, there's no question he's in good shape. But did he make the improvements as much as what we've seen from Derek? Frankly, I don't know. Yeah, Vancouver Pro 2019 for Hadi, unbelievable physique, absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, they're going through the individual routines for Bikini now, and yeah, like I said, it's not a division that I really know very well. I don't follow the division. I don't know any of the competitors in particular. Respect anybody that can get up on that stage. You qualify, you work your ass off to get there. Respect, man, for sure. But yeah, the women's divisions are not. If I did have to pick one, fitness. I do like fitness. The routines in fitness are nuts, man. That's real strength. Some of these one arm push ups and stuff like that. Like, that stuff is nuts, dude. But yeah, I don't follow the women's divisions in particular. Respect for sure, like respect. But once they're through the bikini individual routines, they'll give out the awards, and then it's on to the men's open. I did see the injury in fitness. Yeah, I did. That was really too bad what happened. I can't remember. It was the former champion. I think it was maybe the defending champion that ended up being injured. One of them. It's too bad. I actually like where they put fitness at the start of the competition, but I really think that it should go, fitness, and then get right into the prejudging for the men's open. The men's open being on so late doesn't serve the physiques well. You know, it just doesn't. And let's face it, the bigger the physique, the harder it is to peak, and they are the biggest of the big. Palumbo did a really good, excuse me, Palumbo did a really good wrap up on it actually. How these guys, their circadian rhythm They're not used to being up at these hours. Not that any of the competitors in any of the divisions would be, but the men's open especially, like I said, the bigger you are, the harder it is to hit that peak. You really think that that Clarita like I was surprised when they announced that Keon Pearson took home the win in 212, but I do think that it was a deserving win for Keon. I wasn't upset by it. I do think that the men's bodybuilding deserved priority because their peak does rest on a dime, absolutely, but also it's the attraction. Like let's face it, that's what people are showing up to see is the men's open. That's why people buy the live stream. That's why people go to the shows, man. Like 90% anyway, for sure. Yeah, Clarita wasn't controlling his midsection nearly as much as previous years, and that hard grainy muscle that we saw last year in the upper body, it wasn't there this year. It just wasn't. Not as much as we've seen in previous years. And if you're the champion and you show up in any less of shape than you were the previous year, the judges are going to see that, and it's not going to work in your favor. Even if everybody else is a little bit worse too, the champion should be showing up as good or better every single year, and that's just how it is. That's bodybuilding. Yep, that's bodybuilding. What do I think about the Open? Um, I think that you're going to see a new champion this year. I think you're going to see a new champion. So they're still going through the individual routines for Bikini here, you guys. But after that, it will be the finals for the men's open, and we will see if we have a new Mr. Olympia champion or if Hadi Choopan will successfully defend his title. I don't know what's going to happen yet. I really don't. My guess is that Derek is going to take the title, though. That's my guess. If I had to pick, I would say it's going to be Derek. Now, a lot of you guys in the poll here, 56% so far, say that it's going to be Hadi Choopan. So burgers, dude, I am starving. Like, don't talk about food to me right now. They gave Lunsford the people champion, so with high probability he will not be the champion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, well, you're in Vancouver. That's what went on when I was at dive school too. I think that you could be the people's champion and the overall champion. Actually, I wouldn't complain about that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we've got 57% now um, in the poll saying that it's going to end up being Hadi Choopan. Derek Lunsford with 28%, Samson with 15. Okay, they're giving out the awards for the bikini now, you guys. Yeah, you know what? We'll just keep this stream rolling. Let's just keep it going. Let's go right to the finals, you guys. Let's just go for it. I've been following professional bodybuilding myself since, let me think now, since I was 18. I'm 35 now, so 17 years. 17 years. When I was getting into bodybuilding, that was it was a lot harder to get info back then. lot harder. It wasn't like it is now. You know, there were still magazines that were pretty popular. So quite a while ago. I wasn't really into magazines myself, though. Mostly, you would just go down to the gym and you would hear the info, and that's how it went for quite a while. Let somebody else read the magazines or whatever. But yeah, 17 years. I really started getting into it when guys like Rolly Winkler was coming along and Big Ramy when he hit in 2013. But yeah, I was always a really big fan of the sport since then. Yeah, I mean, look, staying natty and training since you were 18, 16 actually. That keeps you young, I guess, dude. I still feel great. Like I still feel awesome. Dino, yes, Dino taking second place in Classic. Dino taking second. All right, they're just getting to the third place award in bikini now, you guys. So we're right on the edge of getting back to the open here. Right on the edge. Oh, it's okay, buddy. All right, they're just handing out second award here to our bikini competitor. Oh, now let's see. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. All right, we got the top column coming here shortly. Let's see what happens. Should only be a few minutes away from the men's open. Oh, what's going on, Mike? Seabum's torn lat only looks noticeable in the rear lat spread, so should probably drop that out of his posing routine. Um, in the rear lat spread, I don't know. Final picks: Bonac, Martinez, Dennis Wolf, and Evan Santopani. Going back a few years, dude. Well, apparently there's a new champion in bikini. There you go. Okay. The bread and cheese man. He literally announced it. Oh, I didn't know that. I must have missed that. I must have missed it. I didn't know he tore his lat. Yeah, I must have missed that one. His right one, the upper part by the teres major. Really, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out because I didn't notice that myself. So much of the emphasis was always put on Chris's bicep, I guess, you know. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. I still don't think Chris is going to retire, though. I think he's going to keep going. Yeah, I think he's going to keep going. All right, so they handed out all the awards for Bikini now, you guys, and we're going to be moving on to the Open here soon. All right, so make sure you guys vote in the poll. Right now, we've got Hadi Choopan still sitting at 57%. People think he's going to take home the title again. Derek Lunsford with 27%, and we've got Samson with 15%. Now, I'm wondering what you guys think if it's Samson's conditioning that really held him back here. I think Sebum will tie Dorian for 6th before he retires. Maybe Arnold 7th. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. He can definitely keep going. You know, I think he can definitely keep going. Well, we are not far now, you guys, from the men's open. Not far at all. Very, very close to getting to the men's open here. We're not far off from the men's open now. I really do think that it comes down to improvements, you know, at the end of the day. Who's showing up more improved than they were last year? For me, I think that Derek had three things that he needed to improve on. One was the thickness in the not the thickness, I guess. The conditioning was definitely one thing. The details through the chest and the shoulders, we needed to see those striations. And I think that he's done better in that department. I still think he has a way to go. The legs were the other thing. He needed more size in the legs, and he did gain that size and more overall size for Derek. And he did gain that too, you know. So 2 out of 3 is what I see when it comes to Derek and improvements. But if he does win this year, that just means that if he gains that muscle maturity through the upper body next year, then he has that much more of a chance of retaining the title. Samson doesn't quite fill out his frame enough despite how much he weighs. Yeah, that is true. I mean, you know, like weight doesn't mean nearly as much as the look, you know. Still too slight in the front double and back poses despite his improvements. And he does. It's a big frame to fill out, you know. Andrew Jack is having the same problem. Did I watch Mark, Fazzy, Yvonne, and Nick before you decided to start my channel? Uh, yeah, I did. You know, I was watching all of those guys for years before I started my channel. I was subscribed to Xavier over there at Desktop back when he had like 5,000 subscribers, 3 or 5,000. You know, so I watched that guy come up, man. But I looked at what these guys were doing, and I was like, you know what? Man, I could do this. So I just decided to start. I started a couple of weeks out at last year's Olympia, and it's gone well. Yeah, the thing I didn't like about Samson's midsection, the thing that bothered me, was that everybody was out there saying how he has a men's physique midsection, and he doesn't. That was a camera angle thing, you know. It just he's got a good midsection, but it's not like he has a midsection like Tonio Burton, you know. Okay, they're bringing out the top 10 here, you guys. Andrew definitely was not as well conditioned as we've seen in the past here. I wouldn't be surprised if Hunter does get past him. I don't think he should based on structure, but it's possible. All right, here's your top 10, you guys. Let's see it. Well, no further comparisons. That's it. They're going to do the pose down. Let's see it. You guys, we made it. We're 2 hours into this live stream now. You guys, we're killing it. All right. Pose down. We've got Derek Lunsford, who was just crowned the People's Champion, a title that was held by our current champion, Hadi Choopan, as well as Nick Walker, I believe, also received that award. Let's not kid ourselves. Nick's the People's Champion this year, too, in the eyes of a lot of fans. Yeah, that's one thing that Derek did very, very well this year. He took his time with those poses, man. In his individual routine at prejudging, Derek held the poses like, man, he was holding them so the judges could really, really keep an eye on all the improvements that he has made. He was not rushing through his poses. Yeah, it was good hanging out with you too, man. I appreciate you sticking around. We're just watching the pose down now for the men's open, and then we're going to see our awards, you guys. It's all coming up. Like I'm starting to get excited again now. We're about to get into who's going to be our 2023 Mr. Olympia champion. All the anticipation that built up over the last year. We're almost there, you guys. We're just about there. Yeah, the crowd goes nuts whenever Derek hits any back shots, man. The crowd goes nuts, and rightfully so. Derek is on track to have the best back double that bodybuilding has seen since Phil Heath. I think he has it now. I really do. If you guys are just joining us, we've got the pose down happening now for the men's open lineup, and we are only minutes away from finding out who our new Mr. Olympia. Well, we won't say new, but we'll see who Mr. Olympia is going to be this year. So this is your last chance, guys. Let's get in that poll. Right now, we've got 355 votes. Hadi Choopan has been staying in first place pretty steadily, 56% of the vote. Let's see how we do. I love how they play some pretty heavy music too. That was always something that was a nice touch for me when it came to the Olympia. I always enjoyed the heavy music. It suits it, man. For me, it suits it. These guys that do like the slow songs and stuff, like I don't know, do your thing, do whatever you want, but just the aggression, it just goes hand in hand, for me. All right, that's it for the pose down. That's it. Pose down. Done. That's it. And guys are still hitting a couple of shots. I don't know. Hadi did look very, very well conditioned. You got me. I don't know. This is a tough, tough call. Are we going to see a repeat of last year? Are we going to see Hadi Choopan take home another title and Derek Lunsford have to wait another year to get a chance to take home that title? This is going to be incredible. This is going to be nuts. All right. Everybody's lined up. We're just waiting for the awards. I'm going to go with 10th place. I'm going to say Charles Griffin. Derek's rear double is the single best pose in the entire show. No question it is, man. Absolutely no question. But yeah, Hadi does have those striations, man. Big time has those striations through the chest. It's a tough call. It's a very tough call. All right, let's see it. I'm gonna say 10th is going to be Charles. I'd say 9th is a solid place for Regan. Oh yeah, they don't do the 10. They should. Andrew takes 5th. Okay. Okay, top 5 for Andrew Jack, you guys. Yeah, top 5. There you go. Wow. So we've still got Hunter that could slip into this 4th place spot. or is it going to be Brandon? This is that's funny. Brandon, is it going to be Brandon? Is it going to be Hunter? Like, wow. Yeah, Andrews, he improves that conditioning. He puts on a bit more size. Yeah, he's going to be dangerous, man. Yeah, I wouldn't have complained with Andrew in fourth either. In fact, in my predictions, I did have Andrew ahead of Brandon Curry. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Fourth place. I'm going to say Brandon. I think they're going to make it Brandon. Yep, Brandon Curry. Brandon Curry in fourth place, you guys. Yep, a well-deserved fourth place. This guy was in the hospital, yesterday. Wow. Good for him, man. Good for him. Fourth place. He showed up good this year. He did. Yeah, I'm happy that Andrew moved up too. Your 2019 Mr. Olympia, Brandon Curry, takes fourth place again. Good for him. All right, third place, you guys. Here we go. Third place. Third place. They just announced fourth and fifth place. If you guys are just tuning in, we had Andrew Jack who took fifth, and we had Brandon Curry who took fourth. So let's see it. Okay, third place. Third place. Who do you guys got? I got Samson. Let's see it. Samson in third. Yep. Samson takes third place. There you go. Now, at the press conference, Samson was saying that is his name that is going on the trophy this year. But you know what? He's still, as big as he is and as heavy as he is, I think he can still put some size on that upper body. Samson still has room to improve. His conditioning definitely could have been better at this show, but well-deserved third place, no question. So good for him. Third place, Samson Dauda. Third place. And it all comes down. It all comes down to our top two. You guys, we are now going to find out who the new Mr. Olympia champion is for 2023. Is it going to be Derek Lunsford or is it going to be Hadi Choopan? They're going to move Derek and Hadi into the center now of the stage, just like we saw last year, you guys. Same situation. We had Derek Lunsford oh man. Derek was ready last year to win. Mentally, last year, Derek was ready to win. But he just couldn't get past Hadi Choopan. He couldn't get past that conditioning. He couldn't get past that size. But Derek brought those things this year. He brought the size, and he did bring better conditioning. Is it as good as Hadi's? Well, we're going to find out if it was enough. You guys, if you were just tuning in, they are just about to announce the winner of the 2023 Mr. Olympia Men's Open lineup. So let's see it. They've got everybody on stage. They've got that $400,000 check just waiting to be handed out to the winner. You guys, the Sandow Trophy. Oh, this is intense, you guys. This is intense. I can't believe we're seeing the exact same thing that we saw last year. All right, they're getting ready to announce it. Let's see it. Let's see it. A lot of people do prefer Samson, and he will get another shot, and he will come back improved. All right, it's coming. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Derek Lunsford is your new Mr. Olympia champion, you guys. Derek Lunsford has defeated Hadi Choopan. After taking second place to Hadi last year's Olympia, Derek spent the entire year taking the time to improve and has focused on nothing but taking home that Olympia title. Derek couldn't be tempted by the Arnold Classic, $300,000. No. Derek was all in for the Olympia. We have a new champion. You guys, Derek Lunsford is your 2023 Mr. Olympia champion. Hadi Choopan takes second place here. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable. Derek Lunsford, uh, he did enough. I guess he did enough. So so there you go. He's the people's champion and he's the Mr. Olympia champion. Wow. Wow. And look, it's not that Derek doesn't still have improvements to make. I still think that he does. But like any good champion, I think that he will make those improvements. And I do think that even though he still does have improvements to make, the reason that I had him picked for the win this year is because I think he did make the most improvements of everyone. You know, I think he did. And I just think I think his shape is overall better than Hadi's as well. You know, so there you go, you guys. We've got a new champion. Derek Lunsford takes home the 2023 Mr. Olympia title. Wow. Wow. A lot of people did have Derek predicted for the win. A lot of people did. But arguably just as many people had Hadi picked, if not more, actually. Derek Lunsford takes it home. Wow. You guys. A new champion. He worked all year long for it. And well, looks like it paid off for him. No, Hadi is not. Huh. Hadi Choopan just, yeah, Hadi doesn't speak English. Um, wow. You guys, they were just trying to get another picture with the top five, as they always do. Hadi Choopan walked right off the stage. Bob was like, "Where you going, bud?" Of course, Hadi doesn't speak English, right? But yeah, that'll tell you. I guess Hadi is not happy with this decision. Wow. Now, it could have been a lost in translation thing, but I mean, Hadi knows how this goes too. That was something. That was something. Oh, incredible. But that's not going to take anything away from Derek. Celebrating this win. I'll tell you that right now. Wow, good for him. Good for him. Let's hear what Derek has to say in his winning speech here. Oh, my phone's going to explode. Yeah, Derek's got a lot of fans out there, man. A lot of fans. Yeah, like I said, Derek is not without, the needing to make improvements still. But like I said, I just think that he made more improvements than what we saw from Samson and from what we saw from Hadi. If Hadi had to come in with 2019 Vancouver Pro conditioning, then Hadi would be the winner right now. But we just didn't see that. But that's the other thing I forgot. Derek is the first person to ever win a 212 championship and an open championship, two division champion. This is history right here, you guys. This is history being made right here. Hey, listen, man, I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I'm really glad that you guys are along for the ride here. This is why I wanted to start my channel, was so that we could really, really have a conversation about this stuff. So this was awesome, you guys. So look, I've got I've got a video that I got to go make for sure. So look, I'm gonna go get that done, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for this live stream. I really appreciate it. And look, you guys can stay tuned for some big, big things to come out from the channel in the next year. I have I've really put my heart and soul into this channel, you guys. Like, the early mornings that I have to do in order to get videos out. And I mean, for the first year of doing this channel, I don't know if you guys even knew, I've had to record my audio from my truck because this house is so echoey and so hectic with, I mean, kids, dogs, everything. Like, I do my best to put out the best quality content that I can for you guys. And you'll see better live stream stuff from me too. This is only the second live stream I've ever done. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. But you'll see a lot better quality here coming out soon. Thanks a lot for tuning in, you guys. I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you for tuning into EP09. And again, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys again soon.